far too often an athlete, a professional athlete, or a recognizable figure, they're scrutinized, obviously, but anytime they do something that is not, up to par or bad or whatever you want to call it, non-kosher stuff that hurts people, it gets pointed out, and I get it, and that's just the life of a professional athlete, a public figure, and stuff, and sometimes the things that they do that are good or that should be commended are not. So I just want to take the time today to commend a couple of players for the San Diego Padres: Manny Machado, Fernando Tatis, and Will Myers. Now, I'm not saying these guys did something bad, but because they haven't that I know of, and but I want to point out something that they did that was good and even heroic this past week. And there was a shooting outside the Washington National Stadium the other day, if you haven't heard, and while the Padres were playing the Nationals, and 4 people were shot. I think one person's dead now, unfortunately, and it was a terrible situation. But during that time, people were scrambling. They were trying to get people out of the stadium in an orderly fashion, out of a certain area. And Manny Machado and Fernando Tatis actually opened up the gate and were starting to let fans into the dugout to get them to safety. And Will Myers helped as well. And I want to give them, all the praise and credit in the world for that, because stuff like that doesn't always get recognized, and I think it's important to recognize it. And that was a really that it's just a brave thing. They showed courage and they showed heart, and they just showed that they care about other people. And you don't really see that you don't really see that too often from just people in general. It's the humanity and just selflessness of looking out for other people, and especially from a professional athlete at some of the best baseball players in the entire world. And I just, I got a lot of respect for that, and I wanted to recognize it. So again, congratulations, Manny Machado, Fernando Tatis Jr. and Will Myers. And it's a really cool thing, and they should be praised for it. They should be commended for it. And glad that they got some people to safety and they did what they did, and it's really cool. It's really cool, and it warms your heart, at least warms mine, to know that that people do look out for other people, and people do stuff like this, and they want to get people to safety, and it's nice to see people care, especially when you live in a world where it's so much easier to be an a-hole than it is to give a helping hand, and people make that clear far too often. And it's kind of nice to see the other side, the humane side. So just wanted to take the time today in this video to give those guys a lot of praise and a lot of love and just respect, man. Respect. I don't know if you guys will ever see this, but you deserve all the credit. You deserve everybody to, you deserve to be recognized by as many people as possible. And not only are you great baseball players, but you're heroes in a lot of eyes now, including mine too. So well done, boys, and all the best.